Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. And we're live again. One more week. Here we are. Fifth episode.
Hi
5 weeks.
everyone. Is it 5 weeks already? That's crazy. Mario, I love your light today. Your lighting, it's fantastic.
Because I'm in the car today.
I know.
I'm not in my little recording.
Your audio not so much. Your audio, you sound like you're like you sound like you're locked in a trunk.
That would be bad.
Okay, guys. So I want to hear your wins for the week. What's going on? It doesn't even feel like a week.
Petya, we have to say out loud in front of everybody, happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Petya.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You are the birthday girl, and you seem like you had a really busy week. Seems like you were all over the place. Good. Oh man, that thing looks like it's coming out of my freaking head.
Like a RoboCop?
No, like do you see like I don't know.
Yeah, from your area.
Okay, Mario, you gotta get some headphones or something. We can't hear you.
I'm not talking.
Okay, don't talk then. Do you have a headphones there? But you know what? You have a great light, so you can just sit there today and smile, and sometimes just say something. So we have you on the full screen, and make sure that you have like some good postures again, like last week, so we can get you on the Facebook.
It's either good lighting or it's either the voice. But is it better now? Can you hear me like this or no?
No, it just sounds not really.
Not really. So you have a great voice, Gabo, so you can talk.
I can. I put a light. Does it look better? It looks like I'm so flashed now.
Don't get too fancy. You look good.
All right, that's good.
Beautiful.
Thank you. All right, well, let's go because we have a short.
We have 30 minutes, so
today.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have to get better at this because our episodes has been like over an hour, and
that's too long. Like we are going to lose the people really like who is listening to podcast.
Yeah, that's too long. We gotta edit it.
We're gonna edit it, and then we could use those hour and a half episodes as 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cheers.
We can do season 1 or season 2, but anyways, let's go. Petya, let's go.
So to be honest, I didn't feel like I did like crazy too much because the food poisoning that I had, I ended up on the doctor, on Monday because it was like weak and it was just getting worse. Like it's like being drunk without the fun part. Like yes. I was dizzy and nauseous and stuff, so I didn't do there much. But the lady that I told you about that I met in the Whole Foods, that yes. I just went there. So she was here in Vegas just for like a week. So that time I met her for a couple lunches, and she just hired me like her branding coach. So I'm super excited. That's just That's awesome. Really amazing, because I feel like I'm giving so much effort to trying to figure it out, exactly the right words and everything, for my. Like I was looking at your website, Mario, and it's just so funny, so flowy. It's just really you. It's like you go there and you know exactly, what you are giving and what people are getting. And I have very hard time to really word it. So I'm just excited that the people that I'm getting, I was able to talk to them and approach them, So that's amazing. And also from May, I'm supposed to be starting from another lady that I just interacted. I just, give her some love on her Instagram, and she wants to hire me like her social media marketing manager for her account so she can stay creative. So if I get those two, that will be just fantastic. That will be just like the first step for the business. Yeah. It's just the kind of the pat on your shoulder that you need, like, okay, keep going.
Yeah.
So, and also Amanda, Amanda Robbins.
I saw that you were doing a video. Tell us about that.
So there was Amanda and Mel. So Amanda is in Canada, and Melanie, she's also part of Social Media Marketing Society. She was on the Social Media Marketing World.
Yeah.
And so though they had an idea to just do like a mastermind group for womenpreneurs.
Yeah.
And just to really, because we are very like-minded, but we are each in different segment. Like Amanda, she's awesome. Like she's geek. She will give you all the details, how to do what and stuff online. I'm more about the branding. And Melanie, she's in a business, but she needs more clarity because she already have a product, but I think she just needs to market it better. And she's going live a lot on the live stream. So
on which live stream?
She's going on Facebook Live. You know, I believe, if I understood it well, she's doing now every day, like already 23 days in a row, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yes. So we connected and we decided that, again, we will hold each other accountable and kind of brainstorm our ideas, because we all have similar niche but doing something different. So I'm part of that group too, and we'll do like weekly calls and Zooms.
How many girls are on that right now?
It's just 3 of us, you know. I like the threesome, you know. I have 2 guys and I have 2 girls.
Yeah, you're just like going crazy with that. That's
because cool. I feel honestly like I'm not doing much. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? I do once a week Facebook Live. Yeah. And I'm trying to take the online courses from Jasmine Star, the branding.
Yeah.
You guys, you too, like you're like every day freaking there. It's crazy. Like you keep going, you know, your morning commute, your post, the love that you're giving to people, like your real raw comments, Gabo, you know, like to Amanda and all the people that I see on Facebook. And you, Mario, it's like every day I feel like it's like exponentially growing, you know, like doing your website, doing your logo, doing it all. It's like you're building your brand like every day. I feel like you're putting one more puzzle there. So you guys are really like there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the compliment.
Thank you.
But yeah. I mean, first of all, it's crazy how
people can't take so many compliments at the same time. You gotta
yeah. I'm like blown
away.
You
feel uncomfortable? I'm sorry.
I'm trying to just like take them all in. I'm trying to take them all in. Yeah. No, I mean, first of all, the week now seems to go so fast.
Yes.
I talked about one of my videos this week about how taking action and keep yourself accountable and everything, it just makes it go so fast that I realized that we talked about it last week, how you realize how much you can actually do in such a short amount of time. And then that actually gives you the dimension of how much you can get done in a longer term. Because when you're not active and that, you know, in my own experience, I realized like I can look back in years that maybe I wasn't too active, or I have a lot of leisure time. And I go back and look back into it and I'm like, yeah, it didn't seem like I was too busy. I had too much leisure time. And then I realized like, I don't think I did too much. You know, I thought it was just kind of like cruising by. It was not bad. You know, it was kind of like a cruise year. But now that this year started with so much fire and so much, especially after the conference in San Diego, you know, the last 5 weeks that I've been putting a lot of work the last almost year and a half, but the last 5 weeks have been it's a different level. You know, it's a different level of commitment, a different level of intensity, a different level of accountability. And I think all those like key words are really what gives you that formula to win, you know, energy, accountability, consistency, having people that really support you, feel like that you have people that you can count on that are watching you. So all that kind of starts building. And when you start putting that much work in this short amount of time, you realize how much you can get done and so many things that start happening. It's like a freaking magnet. You know, we talked about, you know, the whole energy, how you attract people and energy and resources when you're in that kind of like brain kind of wave, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a huge testimonial of us three, not just one person, that in a different, in our different ventures, we have all these wins and we have all these stepping stones that we're moving forward day in and day out. Like, and then if you start looking at I think it would be really interesting to look at the things that we have in common. Like, we're all of us, in some way or another, we're trying to stay healthy. We're trying to take care of our body. Some of you guys are better at it, but I'm still trying to keep up with you guys.
Well, it's just you start with awareness.
Right.
You just really need to know that you come first. You are your business,
Right.
because if you don't take care of, and it's really not about getting ripped and going to the gym, and it's really about having the energy to do all these things. If you don't sleep, if you don't really take care of your body, it's you cannot perform on your best in your business or life.
Charlene Johnson said it best. She said that your body is the temple that God gave you, and every time you exercise, you go to the gym, eat healthy, you're investing into yourself. You're taking care of that temple, the vehicle that you get.
That's awesome. I didn't hear that. That's really good. Shelley Johnson said that?
Yeah. No,
That's awesome.
I think that's the biggest thing that I think people take that for granted, and maybe that's a huge point that we can, take away from this episode. It's like, make sure you take care of your body, make sure you take care of yourself first, so you can actually put in the work, have the energy, be healthy. Nothing is worse than, having like a good thing going, and all of a sudden you get sick, and you're down for a couple. You experience it this week, and it's just like,
it's so frustrating. You can't, like, there is so many things you want to do, and then you start to feel that you are falling behind. But also, sometimes I feel like our bodies are smarter than us, because we keep going, we keep pushing, and sometimes taking, care of yourself, it's also step back and have your time, like Gabo, like your time with your family. That's how you recharge. You turn off your phone, it's 9 p.m. and that's your family time,
Right.
like I give, and that's your time, how you have to recharge. Mario, you go to work out and you spend time with your dog, you go outdoors. Like, we all need to know that resting, it's a must. And for me, it's very, like, honestly, I know it, but it's really hard to do it, because I'm like, well, but then I'm like lazy, or then I'm not giving it my all. So taking care of yourself, it's true, it's the
that balance needs to be there, where you embrace it. And you have to, I think also the biggest key that works for me personally is like embracing and not complaining about what you have to do. Like my situation right now, like and the people that follow me on Snapchat, they see how even though I'm working, most of the week, like Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm staying home in the morning with my kids. And you know what? I just make it, I try to do something positive out of that, instead of just kind of like complaining about it, or being like, oh, or stressing because I can't be in the office, or stressing because I cannot do this, or feeling like I'm falling behind. Or I just embrace it. I'm like, what can I do? First of all, really spend time with my kids and enjoy them. That's, the key. But then what can I do extra? Like, oh, well, why don't I start doing content about, being a dad and what it takes to be a dad, and maybe show people that it's okay to be with your kids, and it's okay to enjoy your kids, and it's okay to give yourself that time to really, spend time with them, because they grow so fast. So that's the plus that I'm trying to get out of it. And then, I mean, like, okay, I'm going to try to make something happen out of that. And maybe I'm going to share what I do, in the mornings, Wednesday and Friday, and make it kind of funny, and just balance that persona that I'm trying to build online and on the social media. And it's the truth. And I think we go back to the same thing of being original and being really who you are, and not trying to portray something that you're not. And then you can reap the benefits of that, in every different way. So I'm looking, I'm just embracing that time that I have to spend with them, and embracing the time that I have to go work out, and then just always looking at the positives and not focusing on the negatives,
I can't remember who said it. I keep repeating the same quote, and I can't remember who was the original, if it was Eckhart, I really don't know, but they say, wherever you are, be there, you know. And I keep reminding myself that every day, many times, like when you're driving and you're planning your work or your day or what you have to do, and you don't pay attention to traffic, or when you are with your kids and you're thinking about like, what do you have to do after that? That's what I think it's really important to start to do. Whatever you're doing, when you are really focused on that task, you will be so much more efficient and not like multitasking. I don't believe in multitasking. It just never works. You know, you cannot give it all.
No, I don't remember who or when I heard it, but they were saying about that whole thing about multitasking, and they're saying like, first of all, you can't multitask. You can only, your brain and your body, you can only focus on one thing at a time. No matter if you think you're multitasking and you're doing one and the other, at a certain time and moment, you're only able to do one thing, you know? And I think that's definitely really important to understand that.
Yeah, there were studies about that, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of research conducted about that, about multitasking.
Yeah. And I mean, that's something that I'm trying to balance, even me with the different businesses that I run and stuff, that I try to put in my calendar where I'm just like blocking, instead of multitasking and doing everything at once. Like I'm blocking times for, you know, okay, this is the time that I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try to hit this points. And that's when I'm really, really efficient, when I feel like I really get things done. When I don't have the time, or when I just don't put the attention to it, and I show up to the office and all of a sudden I see 5 hours go by and I'm just like, what did I really, really do? You know, I was just like literally bouncing from one screen to the other.
I do believe in the blocking of the time to, you know, like know that this hour is just to do this and nothing else, you know, because sometimes like I'm doing one thing and I go on my phone and do that, and you just can't. You cannot do it all. Gabo, and what was your win of this week? I know that I want to hear about it. Your blog, your website. What was it? You said that you got a client from.
Yes. So yesterday, you probably read my mind. It just happened yesterday. I don't know if I even said it. I think I did say it.
I'm check which.
No. So one of the biggest wins today, or this week, was actually happened yesterday. I think last week I talked to you guys about, like, I started to doing Facebook ads more aggressively and like more, you know, just consistently. And, you know, it's a learning curve for me, you know, to be honest. I'm still like putting in the work and learning, and I know it works, but at the same time, I think thousands of people know that it works, and they just read the headlines and it works, but they haven't really done it. So I didn't want to be at that position. I wanted to make sure I dove in and did it. So I started doing it last week, and it was okay. You know, we got people calling and stuff like that, but there was nothing really closed. And one of the learning things that happened there, which was for me, I put the ad, but there was really nothing that I was selling. Like, I put the ad, people were calling, but for example, my session started March 20th, and I put the ad last week, and it's like, people were going and like, oh, but the session already started, so we'll just wait for the summer. So that was my learning experience. Like, why am I putting an ad? That's something that there's nothing even to be sold.
Okay.
So that was so I stopped that one, and then this week I actually put an ad for the summer that starts in June 5th. So the difference with that, which was the win, was I put in the ad, and I'm kind of like, okay, let's see what happens with this one. And literally within, I'm not even joking, within 25 minutes, like, I put it in, I kind of packed my stuff. We left for the tennis courts, and I picked up my phone on the stoplight, and I see an email came in, and I opened the email, and it's a brand new registration number 1 for the summer.
That's amazing.
And I'm just like, are you
but
serious?
It came from the ad. Can you track it?
So what? Well, the thing is, like, on the registration, I put like, where did you hear about us? And then she checked, or the lady checked, Facebook ad.
That's awesome.
That was just like, I mean, there's no better proof than that. Like, testimonial from a client that says, I saw you on Facebook ad. It's a new client, because you can, we ask if they're new or current clients, and new client from the demographic that we were targeting.
That's amazing.
Amazing. And I'm just like, I call my business partner right away. I'm like, dude, like, I don't want to brag.
Now you gotta teach me. You learn all the mistakes. Now you gotta teach me how to do the Facebook ads. Because I think you're right. I did never Facebook ads for me, because I honestly, am afraid to be growing now my business. I think I'm like really stopping myself to grow because there is only so much I can take right now in next month, you know. So I know that I'm not giving it all, but I was doing Facebook ads for my client. She's a, you know, health coach. And yeah, I mean, there were like clicks and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
but there were no signups. So maybe you can just help me with the targeting or.
Yeah, I mean, we can dive into,
Yeah,
maybe we do an
later.
episode about Facebook, or we can go,
Yeah.
on a spare time we'll go live and we'll record it. But
Yeah, we
but
can
that
do
was,
it. Share the screen.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
But
Good
that
for
was
you.
that was really fun to see, and then just another small win.
That's
On
the
my
that's the pat on your shoulder. That's what we
I
need
needed
to
that.
know. Like keep going.
The week was closing on me, and I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? And then boom, that happened yesterday. I'm like, okay, good. That's something good. On the losses, I'm still feel like I'm struggling on going and getting more clients, and I think it's more of a matter of really sitting down and really organizing myself in terms of what I'm trying to get from each business, because I'm juggling one business to another, and I feel like because of that,
then
it's,
pick a day this week.
yeah.
Pick a day, pick 1 hour, you know, and really sit down
Yeah.
with it, because if that's something that have to be done, just do it, because you know, and you know, just sit down and do it.
I have a list of, like, I keep, to-do list, and it's just, I mean, I hit.
I mean, you can have to-do list, and every morning I do to-do list meditation when I write down all the things that should be done.
Yeah.
But then I pick 1 to 2 things that have to be done, and I'm not going to sleep until those things are done, because your to-do list, because we are in business, there will be always things that we should do, you know, like I should update my website, I should update my pictures, I should take my kids there. There will be so many shoots, but once you turn your shoots into into must, you just go and do it. Put it on your to-do list first thing, and don't do nothing else. Right, Mario?
Yeah, that's what I do. I make a to-do list, and whether it's 10 things on my to-do list, 20 things, it's usually 10 to 15 things on the to-do list, and I prioritize it numerically.
Right.
And then like the top 5 would have to be done in a certain amount of time, and I would write it down.
Right.
No matter what happens, you would have to shoot me in my leg not to finish those 5. But those top 5 are going to be finished within that amount of time that I wrote down for myself.
Yeah.
But then again, it's easier said than done. It's not that easy. I mean, the human mind is the son of a gun.
No, but you just do it, because if not, you get shot in the leg. Mario, Gabo, do you see the difference? I said, if you don't do it, you don't go sleep. And he was like, if you don't do it, you shot yourself in the leg. That's the difference. No, Mario, you just have to do it, and that's it, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. Like, no matter what, I would have to get it done. And but then again, it's easier said than done. Sometimes it's harder for when you have different businesses and different things to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes on your to-do list, the things that you have to do are so different than each other. They're not. So like one thing involves you doing being home. The other thing involves you being outside because you gotta prepare something for work.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting organized, and then like putting the priority of that task. And I've done that, but the one that I still been procrastinating because I just haven't put in a deadline is the ones to start pitching clients. I think I'm just kind of sitting back in kind of like just waiting mode. I'm just like a little bit, not active. Just
I don't think you're in waiting. I don't think you're in waiting mode. I think that you came
in a prep mode.
You came back from social media marketing world with something new that you learned.
Yeah.
And now you're trying it out. You're giving your focus, which is Facebook ads. I mean, you're not going door to door. You're not pitching new clients, or you're not doing like cold phone calls. But you're getting clients in another way, and that's
right.
Ads.
No. For the tennis company and for the tennis school, I mean, I don't. That one it's moving. Like it's moving. Like everything is on track. Like the scheduling, the registrations, the getting more clients, new getting more people involved, parents involved into Facebook. They're starting to, like, another win that I just remember. We had our first parent post a picture on our ladder ranch tennis from her phone. So she was out there, she was taking a couple of pictures of her daughter, and I mentioned, hey, we have a Facebook page. If you want to, it's open. You can share your picture that you're taking of your daughter playing tennis. So the next day I see a post for the first time that I didn't even know it could work. But
that's awesome. Encouraging the people to share the testimonials, because that's the best. Like if you can get people post about you, I love that. Clients, how they call it? Clients curated content, right? Something like that. But that's the best. I love that.
Yeah, so now we're going to encourage people that are playing on the weekends with their kids, put them out, put them on your Facebook, but also tag us or put it on our Facebook page. So that involvement, that's good. The one I was talking more specifically is on the GS Social, getting more clients for social media and stuff like that. That's the one that I haven't really been putting either ads. I haven't put ads. I haven't been calling clients. I haven't been even talking to the people that I can really talk to. And that's it. The other good thing, it's happening tomorrow. I'm training one of our, we have a high school girl that's training with us, and she's been a student of me for like 3 years, and now she started working with us, and she's getting trained to be a coach. So she's coaching on our school now. She's young, but she also been, kind of like, I want to do more stuff, and she's super smart. And I say, hey, do you want to start helping me with, I have a lot of tasks that I need to get done, but they're just tedious tasks, like the downloading of the videos, making sure we put the captions, put them up on Facebook, put them up on YouTube. So all that. So tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to be training her for like 4 or 5 hours. So
that's amazing. Good
so I'll have her helping me doing all that stuff. So that's going to not only alleviate a lot of the workload, I think that's going to get me, catch more speed. So it's fun. I think that's
amazing.
Yeah. I think having somebody in the team, even young, and that you're paying, just not that much, minimum wage or something, but, for them, it's like, I don't care. Like, it's sweet.
No, that's amazing. Yeah. That's really good.
And for her age, I think just even knowing what to do, I think it could help her in the long run. I mean, eventually, she can probably do that for a couple other people, so yeah, there's things moving. I think you just can't get everything at once. It's just a limited amount of time. Yeah, I just feel like I need to take that. As a minimum, that's the other thing. As a minimum, I wanted to land one client a month, which was just, end up with 10 to 12 clients for this first year. And we're already coming into May. And so I should have 3, and I have 1. So I'm
the starts are you have to realize that the starts are slower, because once you get 1 and 2, they will spread the word, so then it's going to be easier. And once you get 3, those 3 talk more. So, and then you see, like, you are figuring out better the ads and all of these things. So I just think that you're not behind, it's just always slower start. You're on fire. Stop it.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Betty.
Mario, I love your lights. Just we just see your smile in your eyes. That's awesome.
that's the reason I like to do my morning commute show on the car, because the light and everything's so crisp.
Where do you put your phone, Gabo?
I have a stand like that. Like Yolby stand. Like it's like a grip one. So I grip it to the
top? Okay.
to the rear view mirror, and it just hangs there on like a little.
That's awesome. I like it. Yeah, you have a great light. It looks so good.
And I'll say I'm able to open up the sunroof, so it kind of works out really good. And now I'm trying to see. Yesterday's show, I actually got there I had plenty of time, so I went there and I parked, and then I did it parked. I did notice that the video quality was much better. I think the fact that I'm not moving on the car, the internet, I think it just picks it up much better, and it was really clean. The audio is the same, but I think the video quality is really much better. So I don't know. It might be safer to start transitioning more into maybe not driving and doing the show, and just kind of like sitting and
yeah.
I might keep it in the car. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Mario?
Oh, he's left.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, we lost your
I'm
video.
here. I'm here, but I didn't say anything. I'm listening to you guys.
Oh, we lost your
Okay.
video. Oh, now we can see you.
We saw your eye.
We could just see your like avatar. Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm trying to figure out where to transition to, and that's something that we can
That's what
probably.
you have to do this week, Gabo. You need to sit down, block 1 hour, turn off your phone, and
Yeah.
really just put it on the favorites so you have your family there, just so you know. But really, set up the time, put the date, tell me and Mario what's the date, and you
Yeah.
really need to figure this
We're
out
gonna be on
because
your ass, man. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
be on your
know.
ass.
he will be so close on your eyes. Just look at him. Yeah, you really gotta do it. For me right now, I really want to and need to focus on the school because I'm almost done. And like this week, I'm doing 3 times a week, like a live webinars with my other group members, and each of them it's like or two, plus finishing my other class. So if I can get these 2 new clients, I'm more than happy. You know what I mean? Starting with the new client. Oh, and I might have the third one, the real estate guy. He wants to start with me first or second week in May, and that's when I woke up to his beautiful wife in the nail store. So
Yeah.
you see, so all 3 clients were like different, but it was me going out there consciously thinking about what I want, but not going and like trying to sell. So that's just, yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's really good. Well, I mean, I think we're almost
We,
running
we
out
have
of time.
we have a
Mario.
goal for you, Gabo. Mario, he will have his hot seat for 30 minutes next time to talk when he's sitting in his bunker. We
Yes.
won't see his pretty face and light so much, but he will be half naked because it's too hot there, we know.
He has his vents now.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do? Damn it.
I got air circulation going on. I got a small fan bringing in air from the outside, and then I got a tower fan circulating.
So funny.
in there.
But next time, Mario, we will give you your space to talk. That will be your 30 minutes, and me and Gabo will be just cheering on you. Because, Gabo, you have your goal for the week. For
Yes.
me this week, I just need to survive and stay sane and keep on networking. That's my goal, like being with you guys and Amanda. That's just really what I really want. It's create relationships and get a clarity in my business because I need to have my website more clear. But just yeah. So
Yeah.
we all have our goals, and you have to text us later on, Gabo, the day and time you're taking your time.
Yeah,
All right.
my wins for this week, they were pretty good. I did the cover art for I accomplished that.
Yes. I
I
look
put it
really
up on,
good.
put it up on Instagram stories and this is why I love Snapchat and anything that has to do with the stories, Instagram
Yeah.
stories and Snapchat stories, Facebook stories. I haven't really used much, but getting feedback on Facebook. I mean, on sorry, excuse me, on Snapchat, on Instagram was a huge ordeal for me because it completely solved my problem. And
How
what
many
like
how many people are replying to when you put a call to action like that? How many people are normally like replying to you?
honestly, dude, more than ever now. Now I get a really good amount of feedback. Let's
On
say
the Snapchat?
yeah, Snapchat especially. Yeah, Snapchat, honestly, Snapchat and Instagram the most now. The most I would say. I don't. They're pretty even actually. They're pretty even because I get a lot of responses on Instagram too. Like when I put up a call to action and asked people for their opinions, like when I did it for the podcast cover, I
Yeah.
showed them two different renditions of the podcast cover, and a majority chose the one that I was going for. So that
That's
made me
awesome.
feel it made me feel like all right, like my vision is pretty much on the right path. I know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and once I got advice on Instagram. People answered to that story and on Snapchat. And then just last night, I made a new page on my website for Live Video Marketing 101 podcast,
Yeah.
and wrote up a description, and I uploaded the cover art, and it looks great. It's the vectors came out really nice. So it looks really
Awesome.
nice on the
That's
screen.
great.
That website template that you picked for your podcast looks really good. I think it looks really,
dude,
really cool.
beautiful. It's beautiful. It's by
I love it. Awesome.
yeah, Pendity makes it, and it's called the Marin Pro template, and it's Genesis framework for WordPress. I've worked my personal website, mariota.com, is also a Genesis WordPress. It's a Genesis framework, but it's a WordPress theme, and it's a really good framework, man.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's really worth it. So this one is also Genesis, and I'm gonna have to like bang it into shape and make it look right.
I'm almost not breathing so I can hear you.
Yeah, I know you're
Oh yeah, it's just like
so hard to hear you.
Yeah, that's why I told you next time we'll give you your space, your 30 minutes, and I'm going to shut my mouth so you can get your space because I'm just having such a hard time to hear you. Yeah, he was like, yeah, that's not happening. You will shut up. Yeah, guys, I gotta run because it's already past 30, so I have to run. But next week I'll make sure I have more time, and Mario, you will have your space, I promise.
All right, guys, you guys have a good day. I'll talk to you guys during the week.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. And Gabo, you have a task, okay, to do. You gotta text us day and time, okay?
I will.
You guys keep going. You're amazing.
All right, Petya.
Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.